Pick one profession you like to complain about the most. Lawyers, politicians, doctors, perhaps priests. Who do you complain the most? Teresa, and your husband cannot be mentioned. Politicians, okay. Anybody else has different preference? Did you say priests? You better not. For some reason, I'm sorry? Missouri drivers. I heard that story, and I also heard the Illinois drivers, so God knows which ones. But we do like to complain, don't we? Especially if we are not complaining about ourselves, but someone else. It's always nice to say, those corrupt politicians, they should do something about our country finally. Or those doctors and physicians, why can't they give me a good pills finally? Or those priests, they preach too long, they should do something about that. It's always they, isn't it? It's never I should do something about it. It's always they should change, they should improve, they should fix things because the things are not right. We would like to live in a better world with politicians that are not corrupt, with lawyers that come free of charge, and doctors that will work for a chicken or an egg. And yet, it's always they, not us. It is as if we were waiting for someone else to come and change things, for better, of course. Jewish people were, and they still are, waiting for Messiah. They are waiting for God's anointed one to come and set them free and fix this creation, because obviously our world is not perfect. In the first reading today, Prophet Isaiah paints a beautiful vision of what this Messiah will do. He says, they will beat their swords into plowshares. But notice, once again, it's they will beat the swords into plowshares. For some reason, both Jewish people and Catholics very much are good at being passive. We are good at hoping that someone will beat their swords into plowshares. It's always they. It's never me. It's never us. We want Messiah to come and help us. And, let's face it, do our job. They will beat their swords into plowshares. Why should we? The lawyers should get better, not us. The politicians should be less corrupt and taking care of the less privileged, not us. It's always they. And if you have been raised Catholic, you have been taught since day one of your Sunday school, and I am not afraid to say the word brainwashed, to be passive. We as Catholics have not been taught to take initiative. We have been brainwashed to let others do things, to let the bishops run this church, to let politicians take care of our society. We as Catholics have hard time doing something ourselves. We are very much challenged at taking initiative. We hope that they will do something, that they will beat their swords into plowshares. I know people who complain about politics and politicians constantly, but then when a voting day comes around, they have no time to go and vote. Does it make sense? No. But that's how we have been brainwashed to behave. Because we hope that they will fix things. I know people who complain about their spouse, husband or wife, but they would not sit down with him or her and start taking care of their lives on their own. He should improve. She should not treat me this way. It's always they, not me. Messiah should make this world a better place, not I. This church of ours should be improved. The Pope should change things around, right? And God willing, this one actually might. But it's not that he might or may not. It's that we should change things around. When Jesus speaks about being prepared, about staying awake, he gives us as a role model Noah. And Noah, once he found out that a flood is coming, he didn't say to himself, they should build an ark. Someone should provide me with a nice ark to live. He got off his couch, to say it politely, and get to work. He went to Home Depot, got all the utensils, and built an ark. He didn't wait until they will build an ark. He was not a passive player in this game of the flood. He built an ark on his own. It is about time that we Catholics stop being passive, stop complaining that someone is not doing his or her job. If you don't like your physician, find a better one. If you don't like your lawyer, go to a law school, become a better one. If you don't like your politicians, vote for different ones. If you don't like your church, improve it yourself. Don't wait that a lawyer or pope or your doctor will change things for you. Don't wait until they will beat their swords into plowshares. It's enough of being passive. Get off your couch and build an ark.